Hello, everyone. My name is Barry Halverson. I'm the Aquatic Vegetation Survey Chair for the Lake Lawrence Lake Management District Steering Committee. And today we're going to show you a video on how to conduct a lake survey. This survey was conducted today on Lake Lawrence. We've previously brought you videos to provide you the tools and methods to conduct a lake survey. There's a video on our channel on how to make a weed rake for conducting a lake survey, and another one on aquatic vegetation pre-survey preparation. That's a long video. There's a lot of information there. It's about 18 minutes long, but it provides you the nuts and bolts on how to prepare for a survey. I'm going to provide some of that information in this video, but I'm going to gloss over it because if you really want to know the details on some of the forms and methods that we use, you can go to that survey to find out. This video will concentrate on how to actually conduct the survey itself. Now, in the previous video I just talked about on how to prepare for a survey, you saw this map of the lake. The lake's broke down into 12 treatment zones, 35 test sites within those treatment zones, and we have 3 conservation areas on Lake Lawrence where we don't normally conduct a survey on a regular basis. We do it periodically just to check for invasive species. And if we find invasive species in those areas, we contact our aquatic resource specialist at Thurston County, who then comes out on the lake with us, verifies the invasive species and where it's located, and then works with a contractor to get a contract out there to control them at the very least. The other areas we do regular monthly surveys or more frequently sometimes, depending on where we're finding weeds or not finding weeds, as is the case this year. We're not finding a lot of weeds out there right now, so we did our last survey back the 1st of May, and we did another one here the 2nd of June, and we're still not finding a lot, and as we'll show you as we conduct the survey.
Hey, good morning. We're out on Lake Lawrence doing a lake survey to check for weeds, to see what kind of weeds we have and what their density is. With me this morning recording is Jim Beal. He's been with me for the last 7 years doing this. Frank Hudick, also on our survey committee. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we do. Jim's documenting it on the sheet, and we'll show you that sheet when we get done. I'll put it on the video. And Frank is going to throw the rake and bring it in and check for the weeds.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tip number 1, tie your rope to the boat so that you don't throw everything out in the water and lose it. Tip number 2, bring it in slow. And then when you get it toward the boat, bring it straight up. Otherwise you could lose whatever it is you've got on the end of that rake. And we got some narrow leaf pondweed. And that's about it. Trace amounts of narrow leaf pondweed, Jim. And then we're going to check the depth. And by doing that, you lower the rake straight down. You've got your rope numbered. It's very shallow here. 4 feet. So we'll take and go on up here and do another test in another location. This is Scenic Shores Community Park area. Treatment area W0001. Test site 4. And we have some starry stonewort. Trace amounts, Jim? Already?
Yeah, 4 feet.
Okay. Okay, this is area W004, test area 1, Wild Air Community Park. Go ahead.
5 feet.
5 feet.
5 feet. Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I get a little bit. Too little.
starry stonewort, and water nymph, one of each. Okay.
3.5 feet.
This is W005 area 2 at 3.5 feet. Elodia. Trace amounts. So we're in W012 test area 2.
Yep, 3 feet.
Yeah, let me see what you got there. It's tape grass and narrow leaf. One of each or two of each. Not much. Trace amounts. What I'm not finding is curly or big. This is area W006, test site 1.
7 feet.
7 feet?
Yeah.
That's sago pondweed. So just trace sago pondweed.
Got some weeds growing or floating here, Barry.
Yeah, I know, I see them. So this is area W007 test site 1.
Oh yeah. 4 feet. 4 feet.
And we got pondweed and narrow leaf. Other kinds of goodies you got there. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's narrow leaf too.
Watch your boot side here.
Yeah. So that's a level 1, Jim.
See it growing here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it down in the water.
Just narrow leaf?
No, it's big leaf pondweed too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. So we got starry stonewort as well, and narrow leaf pondweed, and big leaf pondweed. I don't see any curly. We'll go over there a little bit.
Black-tailed deer.
Okay, Frank, right there in front of you.
There is plenty on this one. 3 feet depth.
Got narrow leaf. Yeah, narrow leaf. This is treatment area W007, test site 2.
Tiny little thing.
You can see the bottom here. See anything? Starry stonewort. I think it's about 3.5
3 feet. Nothing on there.
Okay. The outflow is not flowing over, so we've reached our high water mark and we're starting to lose water for the summer. This is zone 1010, test site 2. There you go. That's a good one. That's why you tie it to the boat.
He's getting his strength up here. A whole bunch of muck.
Mud, just wash it off.
And it's a little bit of this.
Yeah.
To the left.
This is treatment zone W008, test site 1. Looks like narrow leaf. It is narrow leaf.
3
feet.
3 feet depth.
Yeah.
See some flows
This is
over here.
treatment zone W009, test site 2.
7 feet.
And a lot of Elodia, level 1. That's what that is. That's all Elodia. Yep. And some starry stonewort. Trace, starry stonewort, and Elodia.
Now that we've done the survey, we take the survey information that Jim Beal was writing down as we were going around the lake doing this. We put it onto a form, same form that he uses to write the information down out on the lake. We take and formalize it, put it on digits so that we can send this out to our members, to our Lake Management District Steering Committee, and to the County Aquatic Resource Specialist so everybody can see exactly what the water depths were, what kind of weeds we found out there, and what the density of those weeds were. This is page 1. This is page 2. It's pretty much the same. You can go on the previous video and you can see exactly how this information is calculated and put on here. And then we finalize that by putting together a compiled list of all surveys in a given year. You can see we started out on the 4th of March and we've done 4 surveys as of today. And you can see the growth of the weeds and the density of the weeds from 4 March to 2 June. Again, a relatively low amount so far this year, not enough to trigger any type of application or notification of a contractor at this point. So with that, that's how you actually conduct a survey, put your information together, and report it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this site. There's a lot of other videos about surveys, about particular types of weeds and how to control them using non-chemical methods. And that's what's important, is try to keep as much chemical out of the lake as possible while controlling your weeds so that you create a safe environment for children, boating, fishing, and recreation, etc. So you have a great day, and I look forward to bringing you more videos in the future.